Hey everyone, welcome back. And normally I would say happy Monday. Today's a little bit of a different tone to this specific video, but I do hope everybody is having a great Monday. I hope everybody had a good weekend. And yeah, yesterday I was wondering like, where are all the stories at? And then I totally forgot that it was Grammys night. So then of course that carries over into today. So I was like, okay, so today's going to be one of those days that the stories just come as they come, which I'm totally cool with. I stayed up all night last night, like watching murder mystery things, and I literally probably got 2 hours of sleep. And I'm like, what am I doing? Now, with that, guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and we'll get to Mary's devastating news after we chime in right here. I mean, okay. Thank you to Reality Blurb. Mary Cosby is slamming Bronwyn Newport as a liar. This was on Watch What Happens Live. Bronwyn Newport, by the way, is not getting a good rep right now. Everybody is coming for Bronwyn Newport. Even Lisa, I'm going to go back and forth between the stories because even Lisa right now is clearly not happy with her and she's dragging her about the jeweler. But before we get to that part, let me just finish this. So she also spoke about Meredith Marks and potentially being jealous of her friendship with Angie. She went through the whole thing, and it was, again, on the January 29th episode. Ay, ay, ay. She said she lied. She lied. She lied. But as for whether Mary thinks Meredith is jealous of her friendship with Angie, she said she would say that she's not. But if she cares about me, then she would have to be, I think, a little bit. But she then confirmed that she was happy that she and Meredith were able to come together at the end of the season. She said, sure. Now, if you look at the way, if you're watching the show, the way that she was able to mend things with Angie, she talked about, well, there were two different scenarios. One was being able to say why you're angry and why you're hurt and why you're offended and then make up from that. That was super rewarding. But also, I think Angie Cataneva still thinks it was what happened at the reunion last year when she was telling her that she had lipstick on her teeth or something like that. I think it still goes back to that. But after denying that she felt that the women were too hard on Meredith, saying she holds her own, she also shared her thoughts on a potential reconciliation between Lisa and Bronwyn. She said, I feel like if Lisa could just back up a little bit on doubling down on Bronwyn with the miscarriage rumor and just let the world see Bronwyn for who Bronwyn is, I feel like her overshadowing, trying to prove that she's this and that, that's the problem. But if Lisa could back up, I think that they could probably let things clear up and people can see Bronwyn for who Bronwyn is and people can see Lisa for who she is. That's actually an interesting take. Okay, hold on. Meanwhile, when it came to her relationship with Whitney, Mary admitted that their discussion about addiction amid her son's struggles did them no good. She said no, but I did appreciate it. And I feel like Whitney and I, where we are, which is, it is what it is, and it's where we are. I don't know if we'll grow in it, but it touched me. It was beautiful, and I love seeing that. Now, on the after show, she was questioned about whether there were any topics that she wished she had discussed, right? You can hear the cat in the background, that she wished that she had discussed. But for me, I'm thinking, I was actually kind of surprised by this. She said, I feel like everything we touched base with, like at the reunion, I've been in contact with Angie. Only always, that's my person. But on the live broadcast, Mary played a game of Do You Regret It? And regretted nothing, including her inbred comment about Heather. She said it was my opinion. I didn't mean harm. And she also noted that she knew Jen Shaw was guilty of fraud after it was alleged that she had prayed that she would not be found guilty. Mary explained why she didn't regret yelling at Meredith and Angie to get out of her house. She said, I didn't mean to get out of my house. I meant get out of my house if you can't control yourself. But that's just one side of this whole Bronwyn situation, because if you go over to our girls at Taste of Reality, they did a whole thing talking about how Lisa Barlow blasted Bronwyn Newport for putting Emma, the jeweler, in a horrible situation. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, God. So Lisa Barlow, she may have brought Bronwyn onto the show as her friend. That never works, by the way. It never works. But it didn't take long for the Housewives' friends to enemies trope to play out. Regarding her current status with Bronwyn, she said, I don't think about her unless I'm asked about her or she goes on Twitter. But the first two parts of the Salt Lake City reunion feature Bronwyn and Lisa talking about the ownership of this $4 million necklace, and Lisa mentioning Gwen's grandparents on camera. But Lisa has been in touch with Emma the jeweler, and she claimed that there's proof of Bronwyn lying about buying jewelry. They have proof that she's been borrowing for the last 3 years. They had to pay for armored cars to pick up the jewelry. They had to pay the insurance for her to borrow the jewelry. She said, Emma's my friend. Bronwyn met Emma through me. So, not knowing there was a reunion, Emma came to her a week before the reunion saying, I'm stressed. I'm losing credibility with the jeweler because Bronwyn keeps lying and saying she bought it. And the jeweler is like, why isn't she saying it's a loan to her? So, Lisa's pretty much saying that Bronwyn is putting Emma in a horrible situation. Now, she didn't comment on the claims that she made on camera about Bronwyn's daughter, but according to a source from the Sundance Film Festival, Bronwyn was seen celebrating apart from Lisa, which is awkward. But they are going to be filming this month. Now, in addition to Bronwyn, Lisa called out Whitney Rose's falsehood, saying it gets old with the lies. When you're lying about somebody, you're perpetuating lies. And she advised Whitney to look at her behavior. I feel like it's so divisive when you're around lies and, pileups. And I didn't do anything that I'm accused of doing. So she said, I mean, if they don't want me back, she said she's fine with it. She doesn't have to come back. Also, on top of that, like I said, I know that they are going to be filming this new season starting at the end of February. Everybody's coming back. I'm curious to see how that's going to play out. And right before that, I got devastating news yesterday. Well, last night. It's probably part of the reason I couldn't go to sleep. But I had somebody, and I don't know if they want me to say their name, so I'm not going to. But I had somebody who reached out to me from Mary's mom's church saying, hey, Adam, I know that you did that interview, and Rosie, she loved having you come over and talk with her. And she was really, really super sweet. I even told Mary this when I saw her around Christmas time. I told Mary, I said, meeting your mom, she was so nice. And Mary said, they have their own issues, which is none of my business or anybody else's business. And I know that sounds ridiculous because I did the interview with her parents, but I think at the time of doing the interview with her mom and her stepfather, I was really trying to understand how Mary is or why she is the way she is with the marrying the grandfather situation, the cult allegations, all of that. And I thought that was a good inside take or look at it. Of course, there's always 3 sides to every story, but they reached out to me to tell me that her mother passed away on January 30th, so just a couple of days ago, which my heart goes out to the Cosby family for that. I hate that. And I got really upset when I saw that message, and I was like, "Oh, I guess you just don't have a cancer. I don't know what to say. Again, except for I'm sorry to their family, but I want to hear what you guys think, especially about the being called out for the lies as far as Bronwyn, and if you think she'll be able to mend these relationships going into the new season. But pop off in the comment section. Oh, by the way, and then Brittany Bateman and Jared Osmond broke up again. That came out too. So that lasted a whole 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So they're broken up again. There's that. So pop off in the comment section, smash the like button, show some love, and go send some love to Mary and her family. And we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.